Yo, it's Elliott at Farro's Lead Farm. So it's Good Friday. Figured I would do a little dry fire practice and some offhand shooting. Got the target set up at 200 yards here. So yeah, I thought I'd just kind of give you guys a rundown on how to kind of build a proper offhand position and shoot tiny groups. The goal is to get them all in the 10 ring here. So, a little history behind me. I was in the Army for 8 years, and my first station was the Army Marksmanship Unit. I was on the service rifle team, so we shot a lot of offhand competition. I'm the greatest that ever has been and ever was probably gonna be. So I figured, hey, I'll give you guys some of my tips to shooting the best offhand. All right, so first, don your gear. Hopefully you guys got some good gear. And then I like to dry fire like at least 2 shots. Make sure that my natural point of aim is on. So when I mount the rifle, I kind of lift my elbow up, do a little chicken wing. I find that pocket that I like. And then I flip my hand around, but you'll see I'm going to kind of flip it outboard. And then I torque it in like this as I'm coming down. And you'll see it sort of settle in on your chest here. I like to stick that charging handle right up in the nose. Really get it. That's why I have to have the mustache. That's my actual buffer. Take a couple deep breaths. Close my eyes, open it up. See if my natural point of aim is on. Now if my natural point of aim is left or right, you just muscle it. You just pull it whichever way you want to do it. See a lot of people messing around with their feet. That's just a waste of time. You only got 3 minutes of prep, so you want to make sure your prep goes well, and it takes a while to load mags. So anyway, don't waste time. Come in here, clip safety, bam, squeeze the trigger. All right. So that's I'm going to show you at combat speed here a good dry fire. I'm in, mount the rifle, grab my grip, outboard, flip it in, lift my head up, down, smash the trigger. Okay. That's it. It's pretty easy. So that's one. Let's do another one. Oh yeah, really got to break in the old leather. Ah! All right. Feeling pretty good about it. So let's go ahead and see. Actually, I like to call my shots too, even my dry fires. So I have my data book here. That last one was a little 4 o'clock-ish. So I'm gonna say it's 4, maybe 4:30. I'm gonna put a little mark. Actually, it's around 4:35 on the O clock. Right around that 5 ring. Okay. So got that in. Like I said, we're not here to waste time. Now I'm running a suppressor, which is usually frowned upon in high power competitions, but I don't care. I just don't. It's frowned upon to arrest previous presidents, and we're doing that nowadays. So I don't give 2 shits. So anyway, you'll see here the bolt's open. I always like to load with the open bolt instead of actually racking it. Stick your magazine in, just like so, and then drop the bolt. Weapon on safe and kind of till I'm pointed at the target for safety's sake. Same thing, mount it up. And like I said, we're not here to. Now I don't want to waste a lot of time, so I don't really need to dry fire anymore. I'm ready. Take a breath, let it out. Let's just see how it goes. All right, so hopefully you guys saw I have a really good follow through. Bolt locks back. It's sizzling. That's kind of fun. That mostly means I got them all in the X ring. So I set my 60 mag round, my 60 round mag down here. Show clear. Weapon on safe, or fire is actually pretty safe too, just not on full auto. Your suppressor now is pretty warm, so my kind of pro tip, let's say, to winning more competitions is I like to just barely set my rifle on here like this to where it looks like it's going to fall down, and then I ask a fellow competitor, hey, can you just move my muzzle real quick? and then they'll move it and they'll burn the shit out of their hand, and then usually they're out of competition just like that. So, you know, it's the little things that really matter. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and mark that group. Felt pretty good. I'll say I shot maybe the first two were right around 6 o'clock in the 10 ring. And then I had 58 or so in the X ring, maybe 12 o'clock X's. So mark all them times 58 to the 8th power squared. All right. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to have to look at the target, but I'd say at least got, 599, 55 X's, somewhere in there. We'll check it out. A little bit about my gear. So I'm running, Farro's Lead Farm lower here. I went with the shovel nose LMT upper, and it's got the adjustable gas block, which is pretty clever. And then this is the Yankee Hill R9 suppressor. Lets a little bit more gas out of the front, and the thing is just a tank. You can't screw it up. And then sort of the whole trick to this operation to shoot a really good group is I have the White Oak Armament 1-4 power scope. And then if you see here, I got this little fancy diffuser on mine, so I dead nuts have to look right through the middle of that. That's key. That's key. A lot of people run on 4X. I run it on 1X. Okay. I mostly do that just to handicap myself, to sort of give some people a chance. With me shooting on the line, it's kind of like an Indy car versus 8-year-olds and go-karts. It'll get boring if you don't make it sort of sporting. So yeah, and then I like to use these 60-round magazines. They're fairly affordable. ATI makes this one. As long as you got a good gun, they work like a champ. But yeah, especially in rapid fire. Almost nobody's watching you. They're always looking through scopes now, or they're on their little tablets. So you can just load your magazine all at once and shoot it. Nobody's none the wiser. Magazine changes are for suckers. So I would say, with this information, you should be able to win a national championship. No problem, all right? If you got any questions, message me on Facebook that I'm for sure not banned on, and I'll get right back to you just ASAP. Anyway, until then, if you want a good deal on an R9 suppressor, hit us up, 855-800 ammo. We do all the paperwork for you. Probably the best first suppressor a guy can have. Or the best slat suppressor a guy can have. I don't know. It's awesome. Anyway, that is all. Carry on.